Book, podcast, video course, Black Chamber of Commerce Library, Meetup, Packard Place. WeWork, CPCC, Eventbrite, UNCC. Complete list of trust. Irrevocable Living Trust or Intervivus Trust. The Intervivus Trust, also called Irrevocable Living Trust, is often established to avoid the probate process and make sure that assets go to the trust grantor, creator, intended recipients without a lengthy court process after the grantor's death. Typically, the Irrevocable Living Trust is the mothership containing many subtrusts. 2. Grantor Trust. The grantor trust is the individual who has initiated the trust in order to transfer property to another person or business entity for purposes of avoiding probate, taxes, or other complications stemming from the disposal of assets. 3. Irrevocable Living Trust. These trusts are contracts created to transfer or manage assets of an individual that the trust creator claims is not competent to manage property or other assets. The irrevocable aspect can be limited to a portion of the trust, so other parts of the trust could be changed. So, depending on the terms of these trusts, these types of trusts cannot be changed or reversed. 4. Testamentary Trust. The Testamentary Trust is created through explicit instructions in the will of a deceased individual. This type of irrevocable trust is used to leave assets to a beneficiary but only at a specified time, and take effect upon the grantor's death. This trust does not avoid probate, it actually needs probate to take effect. 5. Minor's Trust. The minor's trust passes assets to a child and provides for management of those assets until the child reaches a certain age that the trust creator specifies, when he or she assumes full control of the assets. This trust avoids expensive guardianship proceedings needed to manage the assets the child inherits before he or she turns 18 years old. This arrangement holds all assets in the trust secure for the minor child, since the grantor receives no income from the trust's assets. 6. Beneficiaries Trust or Separate Share Trust or Spendthrift Trust. These trusts allow trustees to manage the assets in a trust for the welfare of the recipient of the trust. Separate share trusts allow parents to establish a trust with separate features to accommodate the unique needs of each child, while a spendthrift trust, or a trust with a spendthrift clause, protects the trust's assets from being claimed by creditors and allows the assets to be managed by an independent trustee. 7. Blind Trust. Blind trusts allow the trustees or anyone who is holding power of attorney to handle the assets of the trust without the knowledge of the beneficiaries. These trusts can be useful in situations where the beneficiaries should be kept unaware of the contents of the trust to avoid conflicts of interest. 8. Discretionary Trust. In discretionary trusts, the beneficiaries and assets are not fixed, but determined by criteria established in a trust instrument and administered at the discretion of the trustees, who decide which beneficiaries and which assets from the trust will be involved. These trusts are used to protect assets from expensive long-term care costs. 9. Third-Party Special Needs Trust. Supplemental Needs Trust. The Third-Party Special Needs Trust benefits individuals with special needs and is intended to hold assets given or bequeathed to such an individual from a third party, such as parents or other family members, and provides for the person's care and comfort after using up government benefits. Without this trust, special needs individuals that receive financially based government benefits may lose those benefits. 10. First-Party Special Needs Trust. Supplemental Needs Trust. Established by a family member, guardian, or the court. This trust helps to preserve financial security for individuals with special needs by allowing an individual to benefit from supplemental resources while keeping eligibility for public aid like SSI and Medicaid. 11. Medicaid Trust. Income-Only Trust. This trust helps seniors avoid tax issues and probate problems when a spouse living in a nursing home dies. This trust protects assets when an individual has too many resources to be eligible for Medicaid. 12. Qualified Income Trust, Miller Trust or Qtip. The Qualified Income Trust protects assets when an individual applying for Medicaid has income in excess of the amount needed for Medicaid eligibility. The Qtip is an irrevocable trust that creates eligibility for long-term nursing home care through Medicaid. 13. VA Eligibility Trust. The VA Eligibility Trust protects assets outside the assets limits for long-term assisted living, in-home, or nursing care and ensures eligibility for that care if needed. 14. Spousal Testamentary Special Needs Trust. This trust protects assets for the surviving spouse from being counted by Medicaid. It is embedded into a will as a testamentary trust and becomes active upon the death of the grantor. so that the surviving spouse is not considered to be the actual owner of the assets named in the trust. 15. Pool Trust. Designed to help disabled people qualify for Medicaid, a pool trust is run by a nonprofit organization and allows individuals to deposit excess assets, over the Medicare eligibility limits, into the trust, which pays the disabled person's additional bills and allows them to qualify for Medicaid for nursing home benefits. Estate tax planning trusts. The following trusts are used typically to avoid or reduce income and estate taxes. 16. Intentionally defective grantor trust. A trust created to freeze some of an individual's assets for estate tax purposes. The intentionally defective trust is established as a grantor trust with a flaw intentionally built in to ensure that the individual must continue to pay income taxes, which reduces the value of the grantor's estate and allows beneficiaries such as children or grandchildren to receive the full value of the assets. 17. Credit Shelter Trust. The Credit Shelter Trust allows a married person to avoid estate taxes by allowing the assets specified in the trust agreement to be transferred to the beneficiaries, usually the investor's children. This trust allows each spouse to maximize their personal estate tax exemption. 18. Marital Trust. A marital trust creates a trust to benefit a surviving spouse and the heirs of the couple. Assets are moved into the trust when the first spouse dies, and the income generated by the assets are transferred to the surviving spouse. When that individual dies, the remaining assets go to the couple's heirs. 19. Qtip Trust. A qualified terminable interest property trust provides for a surviving spouse, but this trust also allows the grantor to retain control of the distribution of the trust's assets after the death of the surviving spouse. Useful for second marriage families and for families wanting to protect assets from predatory marriages. 20. Qualified Personal Residence Trust. This trust transfers the grantor's residence out of the estate, removing it from the value of the grantor's estate as a gift. Under the terms of the trust, the grantor can continue to live in the residence for a number of years rent-free, before the beneficiaries of the trust are vested in their interests. 21. Generation Skipping Trust. This trust places assets in a trust designed to transfer them to a grantor's grandchildren, rather than children, in order to avoid estate taxes that occur if the deceased's children directly inherit the assets. 22. Grantor Retained Annuity Trust, Grat. This trust allows an individual to make large financial gifts to family members while avoiding the gift tax. The trust is set up as an annuity, allowing the donor to make a donation and receive an annual payment from the annuity for a fixed term. At the end of the term, remaining assets in the trust go to the beneficiary as a gift. 23. Charitable Remainder Annuity Trust, Grat. This trust allows a donor to place a large gift of assets such as cash or property into a trust that pays back a fixed amount each year. Upon the donor's death, the remaining assets are transferred to the designated charity. 24. Charitable Lead Annuity Trust, CLAT. This irrevocable trust provides an income interest to a charitable organization, while passing assets to other beneficiaries. Part of this interest goes to another beneficiary, such as the donor, their family members or other individuals. 25. Charitable Remainder Unit Trust, Crud. This irrevocable trust was created under the authority of the Internal Revenue Service and distributes a fixed percentage of its assets to a beneficiary, and, at the end of a fixed term, the remainder of the assets are transferred to a designated charitable organization. 26. Charitable Lead Unit Trust, CLUT. This trust allows a donor to give a variable amount annually from the trust to charity for a fixed term of the life of an individual. When the term of the trust is over, remaining assets are distributed back to the donor or other designated recipient. 27. Sharkfin Charitable Lead Annuity Trust. The Sharkfin Trust allows for small payments to be made into a charitable-led annuity trust for the first few years of the trust term, but a very large payment must be made into the trust in the last year or two. 28. Irrevocable Life Insurance Trust, Islet. This trust helps to preserve proceeds from life insurance from taxation, and allows the trust to invest a deceased person's life insurance benefit and administer the trust for a surviving spouse and children. 29. Build Up Equity Retirement Trust. In this trust, a spouse, the donor, makes gifts to the other spouse, the donee, using an annual gifting exemption instead of an unlimited marital deduction. In this way, the assets are exempt from both gift and estate taxes. 30. Grantor Retained Unit Trust, GRUT. This type of irrevocable trust allows the grantor to put assets into the trust and receive a variable amount of income from an annuity during the term of the trust, which can be fixed or for the life of the grantor. 31. Grantor Retained Income Trust, GRIT. This type of trust allows the grantor to place assets in the trust for a beneficiary, but still retain the right to receive income from these assets for a certain period of time, after which the beneficiary starts to receive income. Asset Protection Trusts and other miscellaneous types of trusts. 32. Domestic Asset Protection Trust. The DAPT is created in states that have anti-creditor trust acts, Alaska, Delaware, South Dakota, Nevada, and some others, and allows an individual to establish a trust for his or her own assets that offers protection from creditors. 33. Offshore Asset Protection Trust. Considered the strongest asset protection strategy available, this trust is established in a non-domestic jurisdiction and allows assets to be conveyed to the offshore trusts for protection from seizure and judgments for creditors. 34. Totten Trust. This trust allows an individual to put money into a bank account or other form of security to be held until death, when the contents of the account will pass to a designated beneficiary without having to deal with probate. This is also known as a pay-on-death designation. 35. Land Trust or Illinois Land Trust. Also known as Illinois-type land trusts, these trusts appoint a trustee to maintain ownership and management of a piece of real property for the benefit of a beneficiary. These trusts may also be held by nonprofit entities for conservation purposes, or by corporations to accumulate large amounts of land. 36. Gun Trust. The NFA Gun Trust allows the maker to acquire Class 3 weapons and other destructive devices. This trust allows for the transfer of property to and from the trust, and for the modification of trustees and beneficiaries. 37. IRA Trust. To preserve assets from taxation, an individual can establish a trust as the beneficiary of an IRA account, which protects the beneficiaries, such as young children or adult children with special needs. The wide range of trust instruments available allows individuals in a variety of financial circumstances to protect assets and ensure the security of family members. One size does not fit all. These types of trusts offer estate planning options for diverse needs and circumstances. Bankrate.com. When transferring large amounts of money, have your CPA, certified public accountant, attorney, asset protection, business, RIA, registered investment advisor. 3 main structures. LegalZoom. Trust Holding Company General Partnerships Limited Liability Partnership LLC Series LLC. Protection States Alaska, Wyoming, Las Vegas, Delaware. Loan the money to your different entities. Bank Investment Bank Hedge Fund Custodian Account, Self-Direct IRA Escrow Account Broker Account, Trading Charts, Insurance, WL, IUL, FIA, Precious Metal Storage, Accounts to Get. Safe Box, In-House, Assets, Business, Real Estate, Commodities, Paper. This game is like chess, you have to move strategically and actually. A Disarray educational video series. Interval Funds Contrarian Investing Advertising Rules for REGD Investments Liquidity Events REGDVS REGA Investments Streamlining Alternative Investments Qualified Opportunity Zones Funds using 1031 Exchanges and Royalty Programs Capital Formation Responding to Regulatory Changes Preferred Share Classes Closed-End Funds Analyzing A Multifamily Properties Alternatives and Private Credit Illiquidity. Is there a premium? BIG Data and Financial Services Family Office Investing, the latest in renewable energy investing. Independent broker. Dealer Merger Mania BD Mergers and Acquisitions Investing in Technology Adapting to Alternative Investment Industry Trends. Bank Code Operationalizing REITs. NAV REITs. The institutionalization of the retail space. 1031 Exchange. Investing in the current market cycle. ENO Insurance for Alternative Investments. AN Update on the DOL Fiduciary Rule. None. Traded REIT Update. Alternative investments in the broader market. Commercial real estate debt investing. Cybersecurity. Alternative custodians. Alternative investments from ANRIA perspective. Section 1031 Exchange Due Diligence. Oil and gas investing. Part 2 Private Equity Investing. 201 Private Equity Investing 101. Creating an alternative offering. Investing in land. Women in financial services. Business development companies. Share class. Alphabet Soup. HOV REIAs. USALTs. Preferred stock. What's trending in alternative investments. HOV Economic Forces affect alternative direct investments. Oil and gas investing. Section 1031 Exchange. DST Trends. A legislative update on Section 1031 Like-Kind Exchanges. DOL Fiduciary Rule. Where does IT stand? The disparity of investment preference between institutional investors and individuals is stark, where institutional investors allocate 66% to equities while institutions allocate a majority, 53%, to assets. Where alternative assets have traditionally had higher minimum investments, Access can be partially responsible for the barrier to individuals to investing alternatives. Education may also explain the disparity. Individuals may not know about alternative investments and the options available to them. Alternative adjective, of one or more things, available is another possibility. The first thing individuals need to know about alternative investments is what they are an alternative to, and the simple answer is Wall Street, specifically public equities such as stock, mutual funds, and ETFs. In more technical terms, an alternative investment is one that is not publicly traded, usually non-liquid and typically not priced daily. Here is a breakdown of the most common alternative assets. Real estate investors interested in real estate can choose among investing directly in properties, pooling funds with other investors to purchase a property, investing in a private real estate fund, investing in a private real estate investment trust REIT. Real estate has a low correlation with other asset classes and is often recession-proof, so when the stock market is down, real estate continues to thrive, making it a valuable diversification tool. Commodities come in different categories, including metals, energy, livestock, agriculture. Commodities have low or negative correlation to traditional equity markets, so when markets are volatile or down, commodities can provide stability. Investors can trade commodity futures or use a managed futures fund. Private equity. Private equities resemble hedge funds but are invested in private companies instead of public equities. Often these investments are in new companies with the potential for growth. Private investments, instead of relying on a private equity fund to handle investments in a mix of private companies. Individuals may make direct investments in these companies through equity or debt investments, offering one of a combination of income and/or growth. Hedge funds. A hedge fund is a private pool of capital that can be used to buy and sell a variety of assets. Although they resemble mutual funds, hedge funds are not regulated in the same manner and are limited to accredited and sophisticated investors, such as institutions and individuals with significant assets. Marketplace lending. Marketplace lending matches investors with borrowers via online platforms. It can include various types of loans including consumer, small business and real estate. Crowdfunding. Crowdfunding pools money from individuals to fund new business ventures. It can be debt-based or equity-based. By pooling money, crowdfunding platforms allow individuals to invest at a lower entry point than typical private equity or debt deals. The benefits of alternative assets are myriad. And for those investors thirsting for better returns than what the public markets can offer, alternative assets fill that void admirably. Although once the province of institutional investors and well-connected high-net-worth individuals, alternative investments are now more accessible to the regular investor than ever before thanks to recent regulatory changes. As the barriers to access come down, individuals can now take advantage of this investment class that has long provided above market returns and shelter from Wall Street volatility by first educating themselves on the different types of alternative assets available and then taking advantage of these opportunities by taking the plunge. Throw off the chains of Wall Street and stop settling for a comfortable retirement and strive for real wealth through alternative investments. Amazon Books, The Millionaire Real Estate Agent. It's Not About the Money by Gary Keller. Generational Wealth, Beginner's Business and Investing Guide by LaFoy Orlando Thomas. 3ESQ. Mastering the Market Cycle. Getting the Odds on Your Side by Howard Marks. Tax-Free Wealth, How to Build Massive Wealth by Permanently Low by Tom Wheelwright. Investing in REITs, Real Estate Investment Trusts by Ralph L. Block. How to Eat to Live. Book 1 by Elijah Muhammad. The Spook Who Sat by the Door by Lawrence Cook. Assets List. Assets are persons or things that can produce value. People can be assets because of the value they bring to a relationship or organization. Things which are assets have value for the owner because they can be converted into cash. Cash on hand is also considered an asset. Tangible assets. Tangible assets are those that can be touched. Examples include buildings, cash on deposit, cash on hand, certificates of deposit or CDs. Commercial paper, corporate bonds, corporate stock, debentures held. Equipment, federal agency securities, federal treasury notes, guaranteed investment accounts, inventory, land, loans to members of insurance trust systems, loans, receivables, marketable equity securities, marketable securities, money market funds, mortgages, receivable, held directly, mutual funds. Notes, receivables, repurchase agreements, restricted cash and investment savings accounts, share of funds and governmental investment accounts or pools, state and local government securities, time deposits, warrants. To purchase securities. Intangible assets. Intangible assets are non-physical, meaning they cannot be touched. They have value because they represent an advantage to a business or organization. Examples include accounts receivable, blueprints, bonds, brand names, brand recognition, broadcast licenses by Sell agreements, chemical formulas, computer programs, computerized databases, contracts, cooperative agreements, copyrights, customer relationships, designs and drawings. Distribution rights, development rights, distribution networks, domain names, drilling rights, easements, engineering drawings, environmental rights, FCC licenses, film libraries, food flavorings and recipes, franchise agreements. Goodwill, historical documents, joint ventures, laboratory notebooks, landing rights, licenses, loan portfolios, location value management contracts, manual databases, manuscripts, medical charts and records, methodologies. Mineral rights, musical compositions, natural resources. Patents, permits, procedural manuals, product designs, property use rights, proprietary technology, royalty agreements, schematics and diagrams, securities portfolio, security interests, shareholder agreements, solicitation rights. Supplier contracts, technology sharing agreements, title, plant, trademarks. Trade secrets, trained and assembled workforce training manuals, use rights, air, water, land, personal assets. Personal assets might be tangible or intangible. They can be assets owned by the person or assets related to the person's personal characteristics. Assets: buying, gain knowledge, get deal flow, source capital, execute your plan, create a system, duplicate what works, reward yourself. Deal stream, loop, net, bees, buy, sell, T-World, auction.com, auctions, bid for assets, Zoom, info, up, serial, lit, attract, GSA, auction, M, Odysseus, list, source, BizQuest. Tanks, CoStar, Distress Pro, Watermark Exchange, Paperstack, Craigslist, Bees, MLS, Business Broker, Net, businessesforsale.com, Business Mart, Find A, Franchise.com, FranchiseAdvantage.com, Global BX, International Business Brokers Association, IBA, M&A, Source, Merger Place, National Association of Realtors, WSJ, Small Business Radio, Deal, Royalty Exchange, Treasury Direct, Roofstock, Own America, PIP Group, Trans and Deal Capital, the Alliance of M&A Advisors, Trade Association, CPA Attorneys, http v aidgroup.com/nationwide networks https://www.similarcedars.com/site/dealstream.com Instagram https://www.instagram.com/puzzle_investments/ Facebook https://www.facebook.com/mopinvesting/ YouTube https://www.youtube.com channel UCTRMF9ZIP52 and HRSW Assets I Trade ETF Exchange Traded Funds REITs Real Estate Investment Trust MLP Master Limited Partnerships BDC Business Development Company CEF Closed-End Funds ESG Environment, Social Governance, Forex, Foreign Currency Exchange, ETN, Exchange Traded Notes, Index Funds, Group of Stocks, Inverse Funds, Bear Market Trade, Cryptocurrencies, Futures, Commodities, Long, Short Funds, CDO Collateral Debt Obligation, CLO Collateral Loan Obligation, Passive Fund, Dividend, Active Fund, Trading, Fixed Income Annuity. IULFIAWL, Assets Sourcing and Closing. Find the industry you want Thursday, companies, vendors, network groups, events, bankers, attorneys, brokers. Get at least 20 plus resources, market to them, in person, online, mail, email, phone. Due diligence, market research, title, taxes, service or help. Analyze the deal, comps, strategies, ROI software, BPO. Second eye to look at the asset. Exit strategy. Get my analyst and watch my videos. Has to be 3 or more ways to profit and exit. Make sure if asset goes bad you can take asset or sue on asset and get a judgment that can garnish wages for your partial or flip the asset within 12 months for quick profit or recover capital and still cash flow. Make sure you diversify your capital and hedge it with your cash flow banking so if deal go bad you paying yourself back with interest, not the bank or lender. Ways to find these investments. Mastermind groups. Platforms, brokers, trustee banks, hedge funds, investment bankers, CPA accountants, attorney, estate planners, financial planners, advisors, money show network, events, marketing to IRA investors, assets they don't tell you about. I'm here to protect and serve and grow our community. We have to learn how to play the asset game and fight the poverty war. Ask yourself, are you wealthy, abundant of assets, rich, a lot of valuable assets, broke, disconnected from assets, poor, no assets? The 5 laws of gold. 1. Gold cometh gladly and in increasing quantity to any man who will put by not less than 1/10 of his earnings to create an estate for his future and that of his family. 2. Gold laboreth diligently and contentedly for the wise owner who finds for it profitable employment, multiplying even as the flocks of the field. 3. Gold clingeth to the protection of the cautious owner who invests it under the advice of wise men in its handling. 4. Gold slippeth away from the man who invests it in businesses or purposes with which he is not familiar or which are not approved by those skilled in its keeping. 5. Gold flees the man who would force it to impossible earnings or who followeth the advice of tricksters and schemers or who trusts it to his own inexperience and romantic desires in investment. Find fund cash flow flip, deals, cash flow, stocks and bonds, dividend, syndication, distributions, full ownership, revenue, video library, Julian Robertson and Tiger Cubs and Seeds hedge fund investors, family offices, endowments, private banks, pension fund, hedge fund of fund seeders, sovereign wealth funds, global macro CTAs and managed futures, emerging and frontier markets, Asia focus, Latin America, value activist investing, green investing and agriculture, niche strategies, future of hedge funds, research, education. Women in hedge funds, uncorrelated investments show hedge fund, technology, real estate, initial coin offering, ICO, exotic sectors, Rally Road, exotic car trading platform, energy infrastructure, MLPs, LNG MLPs, natural resource MLPs, floating rate BDCs, blue chip cover call close-end funds, high-tech biotech closed-end funds, equipment leasing stocks, convertible debt closed-end funds, specialty rights, hotels, casino, logistic distribution, source, Bloomberg and Morningstar. Past performance is no guarantee of future returns. Convertible bonds are represented by the ISBOF AML US Convertibles Index VXA0, a gauge of the performance of the U.S. convertible market. U.S. aggregate bonds are represented by the Bloomberg Barclays U.S. Aggregate Bond Index, covers the U.S. denominated, investment grade, fixed rate, taxable bond market of SEC-registered securities. High-yield bonds are represented by the Credit Suisse U.S. High Yield Index, an unmanaged index of high-yield debt securities. U.S. government bonds are represented by the Bloomberg Barclays U.S. Government Index, an unmanaged index considered representative of fixed income obligations issued by the U.S. Treasury, government agencies, and quasi-federal corporations. Treasury bills are represented by the Bloomberg Barclays U.S. Treasury Bill 1 3-month Index, is a component of the Short Treasury Index and includes aged U.S. Treasury bills, notes and bonds with a remaining maturity from 1 up to, but not including 12 months. U.S. investment-grade bonds are represented by the Bloomberg Barclays U.S. Corporate Investment Grade Index, consists of publicly issued, fixed-rate, non-convertible, investment-grade debt securities. Global asset-backed securities are represented by the Bloomberg Barclays Global Asset-Backed Index, a fixed-income index that focuses on asset-backed securities and includes pass-through, controlled amortization and bullet-structured securities, which have a minimum average life of 1 year. Government bonds U.S. are represented by the ISBOF AML Global Government Bond Index, excluding U.S., tracks the performance of investment-grade sovereign debt publicly issued and denominated in the issuer's own domestic market and currency markets, asset-backed securities ABS, certificates of deposit CDs, collateralized mortgage obligation CMO, mortgage-backed securities MBS, municipal bonds, preferred securities, structured products, unit investment trusts, UITs, U.S. Treasuries, U.S. agencies, U.S. corporate bonds. Investment terms, QRP, Qualified Retirement Plan, MLPs, Master Limited Partner, CEFs, Closed-End Funds, Munis, Bonds, BDCs, Business Development Companies, CLO Collateral Loan Obligations, CDO Collateral Debt Obligations, MBS, Mortgage-Backed Security, TIPS, Treasury Inflation Protected Securities, UITs. What is a unit investment trust? UIT. A unit investment trust, UIT, is an investment company that offers a fixed portfolio, generally of stocks and bonds, as redeemable units to investors for a specific period of time. It is designed to provide capital appreciation and/or dividend income. Unit investment trusts, along with mutual funds and closed-end funds, are defined as investment UCITS. The undertakings for the collective investment of transferable securities UCITS is a regulatory framework of the European Commission that creates a harmonized regime throughout Europe for the management and sale of mutual funds. ESG, environmental, social, and governance. ESG refers to the three central factors in measuring the sustainability and ethical impact of an investment in a company or business. These criteria help to better determine the future financial performance of companies, return and risk, SDR Special Drawing Rights. SDR refer to an international type of monetary reserve currency created by the International Monetary Fund, IMF, in 1969 that operates as a supplement to the existing money reserves of member countries, IUL. Index Universal Life FIA Fixed Index Annuity WL Whole Life ROI Return on Investment, FMV, Fair Market Value, ARV After Repair Value. IRA. An individual retirement account is an investing tool individuals use to earn and earmark funds for retirement savings. There are several types of IRAs as of 2018, traditional IRAs, Roth IRAs, simple IRAs, and SEP IRA. Covered L Education Saving Account, Health Savings Account, Solo 401k, Checkbook Controlled IRA LLC, P2P Peer-to-Peer. CFA Institute is a global association of investment professionals. The organization offers a chartered financial analyst, CPA certified public accountant as the title of qualified accountants in numerous countries in the English-speaking world. In the United States, the CPA is a license to provide accounting services to the public. DCA. Dollar cost averaging. DCA is an investment technique of buying a fixed dollar amount of a particular investment on a regular schedule, regardless of the share price. The investor purchases more shares when prices are low and fewer shares when prices are high. LTV, Loan to Value. CPU. RFDA, FINRA Series Exams, United States of America. Edit. The following is a list of the U.S. Financial Industry Regulatory Authority FINRA, NASAA, and National Futures Association NFA financial securities examinations. Most FINRA examinations are divided into two categories, registered representative and registered principal levels. An asterisk designates that there is no sponsorship requirement in order to take the exam. Registered representative level. Edit. Series 3 National Commodities Futures Exam. Series 5 Interest Rate Options Exams. Series 6 Investment Company and Variable Contracts Exam. Mutual Funds Broker Variable Annuities. Series 7 General Securities Representative Exam. Stockbroker. Series 11 Assistant Representative, Order Processing. Series 15 Foreign Currency Options Exam. Series 17 United Kingdom Securities Representative Exam. Series 22 Direct Participation Limited Partnerships Exam. Series 30 NFA Branch Manager Exam. Series 31 Futures, Managed Funds Exam. Series 32 Limited Futures Exam. Regulations. Series 37 Canada Securities Representative Exam, with option. Series 38 Canada Securities Representative Exam. No option. Series 42 Registered Options Representative Exam. Series 44 NYSE Arc Options Market Maker Exam. Series 47 Japanese Module of the General Securities Exam. Series 52 Municipal Securities Representative Exam. Series 55 Equity Trader, Limited Representative Exam. Series 56 Proprietary Trader Qualification Exam. Series 57 Securities Trader Qualification Exam 1. Series 62 Corporate Securities Limited Representative Exam. Series 63 Uniform Securities Agent State Law Exam. Series 65 Uniform Registered Investment Advisor Law Exam. RIA. Series 66 Uniform Investment Advisor Combined State Laws Exam. Combined. 63 and 65 Series 72 Government Securities Limited Representative. Series 79 Investment Banking Exam. Series 82 Private Securities Offerings Limited Representative. Series 86 Research Analyst Securities Analysis. Series 87 Research Analyst, Regulations. Series 99 Operations Professional Registered Principal Level. Edit. Series 4 Registered Options Principal Exam. Series 9 General Securities Sales Supervisor Exam. Options. Series 10 General Securities Sales Supervisor Exam. General Module. Series 12 NYSE Branch Manager. Series 14 NYSE Compliance Officer. Series 14A NYSE DMM Compliance Official Examination. Series 16 NYSE Supervisory Analyst. Series 23 General Securities Principal Upgrade from Series 9 and 10. Series 24 General Securities Principal Exam. Series 26 Investment Company and Variable Contracts Products Principal Exam. Series 27 Financial and Operations Principal Exam. Series 28 Financial and Operations Principal Introducing Broker Exam. Series 39 Direct Participation Programs Principal Exam. Series 51 Municipal Fund Securities Limited Principal. Series 53 Municipal Securities Principal Exam, October 1, 2018 Switch. Series 7 Exam Prep Provider Self-Study Cost Kaplan $259 minus $449 STC Securities Training Corporation Opman $495 Solomon Exam Prep $323 minus $417 Pass Perfect $250 minus $458. Assets Terms. Notes, royalties, patents, CDFs and index funds, tax liens, intellectual property, private equity, inverse CDFs, reverse mortgage, reinsurance, captive insurance, convertible note, debentures, long-short, managed account, futures, fiduciary, family office, family governance, charter document, umbrella policy. Living Trust Family Limited Partnership Series LLC, asset price appreciation, leverage loans, debt paydown, loan to value, non-recourse financing, bond ladder, cost segregation, 1031 exchange modes, cap rate, yield, pocket list, emerging markets, diversification, compound interest, arbitrage, amortization, aggregation, geometric marketing, blanket loans, multi-loans together, rega funds, Tulsa AHP fund, fundraise, impact housing, reality, mogul, Vanguard, Fidelity, iShares, SPDR, RichUncleWright.com, Robinhood app, Seed Invest, Republic, CoinVest. House hacking, FHA 203K, 4plex, 3% down. Sectors: real estate, energy, materials, industrial, consumer discretionary, consumer samples, healthcare, financials, technology, telecommunications services, utilities, investment strategies, lifestyle investing, futures, forex, the market, stocks, secondary market, capital market, commodities, options, funds, ETFs, REITs, global finance, trading software, trading psychology, income investing, alternative investments, real estate, natural resources, precious metals, education, training, algorithmic trading, cannabis investments, energy, currencies, cryptocurrencies, Altria ANYSE, MO Philip Morris ANYSE, PM Johnson & Johnson, AAA WP Carrier BBB NYSE, WP Serialty Income BBB plus 04.6 Cisco Systems AACSCO 3.1 Ventus BBB plus NYSE, VTR 5.5 Pfizer AANYSE, PFE 3.8 Omega Healthcare Investors BBB, Lockheed Martin ANYSE, LMT 2.7 Microsoft AAA NASDAQ, MSFT 1.7 Qualcomm A+, NASDAQ, QCOM 4.4, 12.49.913.97.718.38.77, MLP Investing, positions are listed in order of their current weight. Master Limited Partnerships, MLPs, and Business Development Corporations, BDCs, and CEFs with the exception of Maynard represent less than full positions, with most half-sized or less. Stock ticker current yield percent 5-year DGR Mr. DGR Dominion BBB plus D Southern ANYSE, so AT&T BBB NYSE, T Verizon BBB plus NYSE, VZ, Abvi Incorporated, ANYSE, ABBV, 4.1, 4.07.3. Auction websites, properties. mrealtitrack.com, investors, mls.com, www.equator.com, auction.com, zome.com, hubzoo.com, hudsonandmarshall.com, williamsauction.com, hudhamastore.com, listings, vrmco.com, amaribid.com, smarshals.gov/assets/sales.htm, nicholsauction.com, https:// www.resalesUSDA.gov, resalesindex.js, tibet.com, bracansket.com, loopnet.com, https://www.govsales.gov/gsolcat/m.realtitrack.com, https://www.transon.com, http://shapiron.com/sales-report/cpc.com, salesatlanticlawgrp.com, mwclaw.com, glycerlaw.com, bww law.com, rosenbergasoc.com, sikisborden.com, realestatealexcooper.com, robo-advisors. Wealthfront, best overall and for minimizing taxes. Betterment, best overall and for minimizing taxes. Wealth Simple, best for socially responsible investors. Elvest, best for portfolio mix. Sophie Wealth, best for access to a financial advisor. TD Ameritrade Essential Portfolios, honorable mention for best overall. Motif Investing, best for portfolio mix and for socially responsible investors. Vanguard Personal Advisor Services, best for access to a financial advisor and portfolio mix. Schwab Intelligent Advisory, best for access to a financial advisor. Bluem, best for 401ks. Best travel credit cards of 2018. The Platinum Card Registered Sign, from American Express, best total value. Chase Sapphire Preferred Card, Best Starter Credit Card. Hilton Honors Aspire Card from American Express, Best for Hotel Elite Status. Chase Sapphire Reserve, Best for Travel Perks and Points. Starwood Preferred Guest Registered Sign. American Express Luxury Card, Best for Marriott and SPG Stays. British Airways Visa Signature Card. Best for British Airways Flyers. Bank of America Premium Rewards Credit Card. Best for B of A Preferred Rewards Members. Capital One Venture Rewards Credit Card. Best for Flat Rate Rewards. American Express Registered Sign. Gold Card, Best for Dining. Building Wealth. Build off your knowledge. What do you know and can teach people that get results? What are you most interested in learning? Build off partnerships. Who can you mastermind with that you can add value to each other ideas? Build a portfolio. What assets can you buy with 10% your income? Build off good debt. What kind of credit cards and credit lines can you access to add capital to your portfolio for cash flow assets to pay back the loan? Business systems. Money for projects. Advisors. Finding land. Burn land. Seed sowing. Transplant. Maintenance. Selling products. Expanding. Ed Rosenthal, Danny Danko, Kyle Cushman, Jorge Curvins, Gunja. Orange Hill. 1. Crude oil. 2. Coffee. 3. Natural gas. 4. Gold. 5. Wheat. 6. Cotton. 7. Corn. 8. Sugar. 9. Silver. 10. Copper. Cannabis. Advisors. Commodities investing. Reef oil and gas. Jim Rickards. Gold. Some of the stocks and funds we would take a look at are SPDR Gold Trust, GLD, Barrick Gold Corporation, ABX Nova Gold Resources Incorporated, ENG, Direction Daily Gold Miners Bull 3X EDF NUGT, VanEck Vectors Gold Miners EDF GDX, tickers mentioned, tickers, GLD, ABX, ENG, NUGT, GDX, Commodity Agricultural Raw Materials Index, Commodity Beverage Price Index, Commodity Price Index, Commodity Fuel, Energy Index, Commodity Food and Beverage Price Index, Commodity Food Price Index, Commodity Industrial Inputs Price Index, Commodity Metals Price Index, Commodity Non-Fuel Price Index, Crude Oil, Petroleum, Price Index, Coal, Australian Thermal Coal, South African Export Price, Crude Oil, Petroleum, Dated Brent Crude Oil, Petroleum, Dubai Fatih, Crude Oil, Petroleum, West Texas Intermediate Diesel Gasoline Heating Oil, Indonesian Liquefied Natural Gas Jet Fuel Natural Gas Propane, RBOB Gasoline, Russian Natural Gas, Cocoa Beans, Coffee, Other Mild Arabicas, Coffee, Robusta, Tea Barley, Canadian Wheat Maize, Corn, Rice Soft Red Winter Wheat Sorghum, Wheat Bananas Oranges, Apples Lemons Grapefruit Corn Beef Poultry, Chicken, Lamb, Swine, Pork, Fish, Salmon, Shrimp Sugar, European Import Price Sugar, U.S. Import Price Coconut Oil Fish Meal, Olive Oil, Extra Palm Kernel Oil Palm Oil Peanut Oil Ground Nuts, Peanuts, Rapeseed Oil Soybean Meal, Soybean Oil Soybeans Sunflower Oil Coarse Wool Copper Cotton, Fine Wool Hard Logs Hard Sawnwood Hides Plywood Rubber Soft Logs Soft Sawnwood Wood Pulp Cold Rolled Steel Copper, Grade A Cathode Gold Hot Rolled Steel Iron or Lead Nickel, Rebar, Silver, Steel Wire Rod, Tin, Uranium, Zinc, DAP Fertilizer, Potassium Chloride, Rock Phosphate, Triple Superphosphate, Urea, Concentrates and Ores, Copper, Lead, Zinc Aluminum, Refined Metals, Copper, Aluminum, Zinc, Lead, Tin, Nickel. Peter Schiff, Brian London, Mark Skousen, Companies I Need to Buy ASAP, Meetup Investment Group, Investment Bank Credit Repair and Boost Skill Trade School Real Estate Grocery Store Insurance Company Mortgage Company Law Firm Accounting Firm Gas Station Automobile Shops Transportation Company Fast Food Chain Pharmacy Hospital Child Housing Senior Living Steel Factory Home Supply Gun Store Fun Place Media Outlets Resources Amazon Business https://sellercentral.amazon.com Travel Agent https://archeragents.com Insurance Company https://hchicrosaid.com Credit Business https://www.financialeducationservices.com/problem99.aspects?Rita Healthcare https://idlife.com Legal https://www.legalshealed.com Seminar Business https://socialdynamicselling.com /services products, celebrity lifestyle brands http://celebritylifestylebrands.com, financial planning https:// www.financialgroup.com, affiliate programs, ClickBank, Amazon, Walmart, Gold Money, Robinhood. Cash App, construction companies to work with, NCDOT, Shelby M. Scales, J. E. Dunn, James Mitchell, Turner, Kim Gardner, Rogers, James Clayton, Balfour Beatty, Keith Nixon. You might also want to consider seeking subcontracting opportunities with some of the large steel erection firms that typically bid our projects. Linden Steel Company, North State Steel, Steel Specialty Company of Belmont Steel, Fab Structural Steel of Carolina, Macomb Steel Company, Edifice Civil Works Contracting. Find out what they need from you, pre-qualified forms, and what you have to do to subcontract for them to become a mentee protege subcontractor. As a pipe welder, I made $65 per hour on my arm, plus $15 per hour for my machine and truck, plus $155 per day sub. I never went to college and I'm glad $7,500 a week after taxes is an average week. Truck and sub are not taxed. I work about 8 months a year and clear $250,000 every year. Bark Construction. Subcontractors in all trades, Crowder Construction. Subcontractors in all trades, Frank L. Bloom Construction. Subcontractors in all trades, Gavel and Dorn Engineering. Subcontractors in all trades, Harper Corp. Subcontractors in all trades, H.M. Kern. Subcontractors in all trades, Highfill Infrastructure Engineering, Surveying, Engineering, Utility, Architecture, I.L. Long Construction. Subcontractors in all trades, New Atlantic Contracting Incorporated. Subcontractors in all trades, Shellco LLC, Demolition, Electrical, Concrete, Cleaners, Plumbers, Welding, Steel, Landscaping, Flooring, Carpentry, Drywall, Millwork, Paint, Masonry, Smith Rowe LLC, Construction Materials, Concrete and concrete flatwork, asphalt, hulling, grading, seeding, mulching, erosion control, milling, paving. Vano Construction. Projects include corporate, industrial, retail projects, schools, auto dealerships. Walter Robbs Callahan and Pierce Architects, Pennsylvania. Historic restoration work, including masonry, stonework, stucco, metals, millwork, plaster, tile, cast and wrought iron, roofing, windows and doors. Jock Contracting. https://www.gsa.gov. https://beta.sam.gov. StartEngine.com. SeedInvest.com. Crowdfunder.com. Bankco. Crowdfundraiser.com. StartCapital.com. Crowdfunding sites. Top 20 crowdfunding platforms. Here are 20 crowdfunding sites you can use to fund and fuel your startup. Some of them are more geared to developing products, others are about funding artistic endeavors, and still, others are ideally suited to nonprofits. Some sites will collect all the money as it comes in, others won't collect it until the goal amount is reached. 1. Kickstarter. 2. Indiegogo. 3. Patreon. 4. GoFundMe. 5. Crowdrease. 6. Pledge Music. 7. Razoo. 8. Rocket Hub. 9. Crowdfunder. 10. Give. 11. Charitable. 12. Lending Club. 13. Angel List. 14. Ulu. 15. Funding Circle. 16. Seed and Spark. 17. Crowdcube. 18. Godget Funding. 19. Fundable. 20. Kiva. Daily Asset Deal Flow. Trading platforms. Thinkorswim International Broker. Robinhood. You Invest. JP Morgan. On the Metal Trader. Chart Alert Setup. REIT ETF MLP. BDCCEFESG Munis. Long Short Sectors. Upcoming Dividend Shareholder Meeting. Forex. Business Buying. Bees Buy Sell. BizQuest. World Deal Stream. Info Up. Seed Invest. Real Estate Auctions. Ohm Realtor. LoopNet. SBRA. List Source. Reality Track. Paper Assets. Garnet Capital. Distress Pro. Watermark Exchange. FCI Exchange. PaperStack. Loan. MLS Lending Club. AHP Fund. Treasury. Direct Notes. Direct Note. Carry. Conferences. Adisa M Money Show. Think Reality. Note Expo. Family Office Club. Context Summit. Bloomberg. CNBC. Protect Wealth Academy. Multifamily Research. CoStar. LoopNet Showcase. Bees Buy Sell. Bees Quest. Land. South America Land and Farm. Affinity Worldwide. MH Village. Daily Routine. Prayer and Motivation Speeches. First, look for truckloads. Look for construction contracts. Look at News SM for ideas. Look at the markets. Forex. Look for real estate auctions. Look for business for sale. Look for loans for sale. Look on Deal Stream for assets. Look for meetings, conferences. Check emails. Go find opportunities. Distress Note. Vendors. https:// https://www.distressedpro.com https://www.dex.com/corp/https://mobile.im.org https://www.garnetcapital.com https://thepresourceonline.com https://www.loanmls.com http://www.fcexchange.com https://www.watermarkexchange.com http://www.noteinvestorsummit.com https://www.opifund.com http://noteschool.com https://www.pprnatico.com http://sales.madisonmanagement.net http://www.nationalnothergroup.com/invest/https://www.mscpins.com https://www.bankruptcycourtsecrets.com/home https://www.lendingclub.com http://www.lendit.com/USA/2019 buyers https://fnacbrokers.com type of loans you can buy: commercial real estate, multifamily, office, retail, industrial, hospitality, healthcare, owner-occupied, other development, commercial development, residential, commercial, business loan, equipment lease, SBA, ABL. Factoring, other residential, single-family, condo, 2-4 family, manufactured housing, first lien, second, closed-end, HELOC, prime, subprime, other, ADC, consumer credit card, auto, marine, RV, student, FFELP, student, private, other, personal, secured, personal, unsecured, medical, auto, secured by here, pay here, performance, bankrupt, charged off, distressed, sub or non-performing, judgments, performing, near prime, performing, subprime, REO, geography, nationwide, northeast, mid Atlantic, southeast, midwest, southwest, northwest, West Puerto Rico, Canada, other, portfolio size $1 BN plus $500 negative $1 BN $300 negative 500 millimeters $100 negative 300 millimeters $75 negative 100 millimeters $40 negative 75 millimeters $20 negative 40 millimeters $10 negative 20 millimeters less than $10 blogs and other content. Send me blogs for the following topics: blogs trending right now, regulatory compliance and loan sales, fintech, marketplace lending, loan sale pricing, economy, interest rates, industry outlook, consumer loan sales, commercial loan sales, performing and distressed residential mortgage sales, performing and non-performing charge-offs and bankruptcies, newsletter, exotic sectors, energy infrastructure MLPs, LNG MLPs, natural resource MLPs, floating rate BDCs, blue chip cover call closed-end funds, high-tech biotech closed-end funds, equipment leasing stocks, convertible debt closed-end funds, specialty rights, hotels, casino, logistic distribution, family. Cherish the family you have now. Create the idea family you want. People that add value to your life. Everyone plays a part in your life. Feed of their energy. Be specific on what you want from people. Adapt the positive habits you want from people. Ask yourself, who can help me? Family can make or break you. Never turn your back on family. Do whatever it takes to grow. Family should hold you to your word and accountable for your action. Ask yourself, how can I enjoy my family and pull the potential out of them to grow with them? Family office players, academics specializing in family businesses, accountants, alternative lending managers, angel investors, asset protection specialists, attorneys, back office outsourcing providers, blockchain specialists, cannabis managers, consultants, cryptocurrency managers, donor advised funds, emerging managers, endowments, energy, oil, gas, clean tech managers, equity managers, ESG, SRI impact investment managers, estate planners, family business experts, family offices, single and multi, financial planners, fintech companies, fixed income managers, foundations, fund of funds, hedge funds, insurance companies, long-term care specialists, luxury companies, private jets, automotive, executive car service, etc. outsource SHIO CFO philanthropy specialists, private debt managers, private equity, real asset managers, real estate managers, REIAs, risk managers, start up companies, succession and generational wealth planners, tax efficient portfolio managers, tax planners, trust companies, professional services, accounting and auditing firms, attorneys, asset managers, business brokers, cannabis business sector, create a single family office, wealth consulting, operational and organizational consulting, human resources payroll solutions, information technology solutions, manufacturing tooling solutions, media companies, medical products, private security services, private jet services, property development, recruiters, third-party marketers, trust and estate planning, luxury goods and services, investment solutions, aggregated reporting and back-office solutions, alternative investment solutions, blockchain investments, investment solutions, capital raising specialists, charitable giving and philanthropic services, consumer product investment professionals, hedge fund auditors, insurance and risk management, investment due diligence services, fund manager platforms, insurance dedicated funds, IDFs, manufacturing tooling solutions, oil and gas attorney, outsourced chief investment officer CIO solutions, private equity investment professionals, securities lending solutions, venture capital professionals, wealth management solutions, real estate solutions, commercial real estate brokerage, commercial real estate investment professionals, commercial real estate energy efficiency solutions, commercial real estate lawyer, commercial real estate lending financing facilities management, multifamily apartment building investment professionals, property management reps and warranties, insurance, real estate acquisitions, real estate crowdfunding, cost segregation services, family office questions. How did of what a single family office is and isn't? You first hear about family offices, single family offices, and what is your understanding? What form of a single family office or wealth management solution do you have in place right now? What has been your experience with this current solution and past ones that were in place before it? Why do you want to form a single family office? Are there a few single family offices or ultra wealthy individuals that you have heard of or would like to emulate in the creation of your family office? 6. What are your top 2 fears in setting up a single family office? What do you want to avoid at all costs? 7. What is more important to you? Capital preservation, growth of wealth, taxation, or income? 8. Which of these items is most important to you in managing your non-operating business investable assets? Peace of mind with light oversight, active involvement, extreme diversification, or focused industry investments in areas that you understand? 9. Can you provide us access to your balance sheet, financial reports, estate plans, and other financial details so that we can put together a high-level view of your finances? 10. Who are your most trusted advisors? 11. If not already mentioned, who do you trust most in the areas of wealth management, taxation, real estate, direct investments, and trust and estate planning? 12. Which of your advisors do you need to replace, and which are good but not great? 13. Is there an advisor or two so excellent that a second opinion to make sure everything is set up right legally, operating effectively, and insured to the right levels would not be needed? 14. What pieces of wealth management and asset protection do you have in place that you would want to keep going forward? 15. What insurance policies do you currently have, and what assets are these protecting? 16. What is your total liquid and illiquid net worth and where is that money invested right now? 17. What types of legal structures do you have set up around your assets? Real estate, public market, land, business, joint venture, co-investment, and other types? 18. What level of retirement planning and asset protection strategies do you have in place now or would like to have in place? 19. What is your investment risk appetite? 20. What are your income needs annually for you and your extended family? Digging in with deeper questions. 12. Who is going to be on your advisory board and investment committee and how often do you plan on having those two groups meet? 13. How will charitable giving decisions be made? 14. Will someone be in charge of family concierge services, such as family trip planning, car rentals and purchases, etc.? 15. Are you going to set up a family bank of some type, and are intra-family loans provided if certain terms are agreed to? 16. What powers and real decision-making authority will the CEO or president of the single-family office have, particularly if that person is not going to be you? 17. What will be the scope of investments for the organization? Will you only invest in one industry, Diversify into all types of hedge funds, CDA funds, private equity funds, real estate, etc. 18. How strategic versus tactical do you want to be with your investments? Do you want to have two investment committees, one that is strategic and meets monthly and one that is tactical and meets weekly and can meet on demand intraday as needed? 19. What is the investment mandate and priorities? How much income is needed to be produced monthly? How important is holding cash, preserving capital, investing globally, etc.? 20. How will you set up governance for the single-family office? Who will be able to hire service providers, fund managers, etc., in a way that ensures favors aren't being done for college friends or family members of employees or your own family, to the detriment of the investment portfolio? 21. What types of insurance, security, and risk mitigation solutions do you need in place for your organization and family overall? 22. How will you define success for your single-family office? Implementation questions. 1. By what date would you like the single-family office to launch and be baseline operational? Investment Committee Best Practices. To conclude the section, I thought it would be best to share my 5 best practices for running a successful single-family office investment committee. Create a charter, as discussed above. A charter helps establish the rules for the committee and explicitly states the purpose, goals, and structure of the investment committee. Don't be afraid to debate. Many successful investment committees, including those of powerhouse hedge funds like Bridgewater Associates, encourage discussion and debate among colleagues, as long as you have someone in control of the meeting, usually the CIO or a senior member. Then debate can be a healthy way to consider divergent opinions on an allocation or an investment strategy. Create strategic and tactical investment committees. The more sophisticated single-family offices are starting to create dual investment committees, a strategic committee that decides on major buckets of assets to allocate to, and how much to allocate to each bucket and geographical region or country. And then a small tactical group that can help the investment portfolios maneuver the markets nimbly. This is important as strategic investment committees may be made up of several outside professionals, and may only be able to meet 1-2 times a month, where tactical committee could meet weekly or daily, and on demand. In short, it is just a more formalized approach of getting the top 2-3 investment team members to decide on portfolio adjustments in a more structured fashion. Invite 1 to 3 outside experts as committee members. Having at least one voice from outside can offer a unique perspective and reduce your chances of falling into groupthink. Include at least one other trusted single-family office executive or outside ultra-wealthy family member on the committee. Financial education. What will I learn? 22+ hour complete financial analyst course, #1 best-selling investing course on Udemy. How to pick stocks, become an expert in Excel for financial analysts. No prior Excel knowledge is required. How to manage a portfolio, how an IPO works, how to build financial models, how to get hired and promoted as a financial analyst, how risk management works, how to use technical analysis, how to value companies, use and create Excel-based templates developed by Chris to help you create financial statements from scratch, meaning income statements, balance sheets, cash flow statements, and more. Use and create Excel-based templates developed by Chris to help you value companies using several different valuation methodologies, including PE, PR, and discounted cash flow DCF. Use and create Excel-based templates developed by Chris to help you manage a portfolio, how monetary policy works, how fiscal policy works, how interest rates are changed, and why this is crucial to understand for successful financial analysts. How to pitch long and short ideas to portfolio managers, how to find great venture capital investment ideas, how to come up with mutual fund investment ideas, longs, meaning buys. Using an easy-to-understand top-down and bottoms-up research process, how to come up with hedge fund investment ideas, longs and shorts. Using an easy-to-understand top-down and bottoms-up research process, identify crucial catalysts. Timed events. In order to know when the optimal time is to buy or short a stock, understand how investment banks, the sell side, can help you be more successful in a hedge fund or mutual fund. Career. Analyze and understand an income statement even if you have no experience with income statements. Analyze and understand a balance sheet, even if you have no experience with balance sheets. Analyze and understand a cash flow statement even if you have no experience with cash flow statements. Understand and use modeling best practices so you can create financial models. Know where to get data in order to build a financial model. In-depth understanding of identifying and using navigating the best free websites and sources to build your financial model. Create a financial model projecting the future for an income statement. Other valuation methodologies, including EV sales, EBITDA, PB, FCF, etc. Create a financial model projecting the future. For a balance sheet, create a financial model projecting the future. For a cash flow statement, understand valuation best practices so you can create target prices based on your financial models, how to use discounted cash flow DCF, and how to create the weighted average cost of capital and terminal values in order to pick target prices, how to use PE in order to pick target prices, how to use PR in order to pick target prices, come up with a target price based on an average of several different valuation methodologies, learn about 14 different financial analyst jobs and how they overlap and work together, including investment banking, venture capital, private equity, private wealth management, etc. Investment banking. Understand from a high-level perspective what an investment bank is as well as what the role job is of an investment banking financial analyst, including the pros and cons. Venture capital. Understand from a high-level perspective what a venture capital firm is as well as what the role job is of a venture capital financial analyst, including the pros and cons. Private equity. Understand from a high-level perspective what a private equity firm is as well as what the role job is of a private equity financial analyst, including the pros and cons. Private wealth management. Understand from a high-level perspective what a private wealth management firm is as well as what the role job is of a private wealth management financial analyst, including the pros and cons. Sell-side research analyst. Understand from a high-level perspective what a sell-side research analyst's firm is as well as what the role job is of a sell-side research financial analyst, including the pros and cons. Sales trader. Understand from a high-level perspective what a sales trader's firm is as well as what the role job is of a sales trader financial analyst, including the pros and cons. Buy-side trader. Understand from a high-level perspective what a buy-side trader's firm is as well as what the role job is of a buy-side trader financial analyst, including the pros and cons. Mutual fund. Understand from a high-level perspective what a mutual fund is as well as what the role job is of a mutual fund financial analyst, including the pros and cons. Sell-side trader. Understand from a high-level perspective what a sell-side trader's firm is as well as what the role job is of a sell-side trader financial analyst, including the pros and cons. Large non-finance company. Understand from a high-level perspective what a large non-finance company firm is as well as what the role job is of a large non-finance company financial analyst, including the pros and cons. Equity capital markets. Understand from a high-level perspective what an equity capital markets firm is as well as what the role job is of an equity capital markets financial analyst, including the pros and cons. Hedge fund. Understand from a high-level perspective what a hedge fund is as well as what the role job is of a hedge fund financial analyst, including the pros and cons. Equity sales. Understand from a high-level perspective what an equity sales firm is as well as what the role job is of an equity sales financial analyst, including the pros and cons. Tech artificial intelligence. Understand from a high-level perspective what a tech artificial intelligence's firm is as well as what the role job is of a tech artificial intelligence financial analyst, including the pros and cons. Learn what finance role you are most passionate about pursuing. Curriculum sections, 54, lectures, 225, 22 hours, 30 minutes, and 0 seconds, spreadsheets, videos. Course introduction and how to take this course. Please find attached your portfolio dashboard and 7 steps to modeling. Introduction and how to take this course. Quick access index of topics in this course. Overview of different financial analyst roles and how they work together. What are the major differences between the different financial analyst roles? What are the pros and cons of working as a financial analyst? Optional side note. Get free daily helpful business and career development. Enjoy about the IMF analysts. Optional exercise. Decide what financial analyst role interests you the most. How to take this survey to determine what financial analyst role you might. Optional practice activity. Decide what finance role you're most passionate. Practice activity. Results analysis. Global macroeconomics plus how the world of finance works plus Excel Part 1/4. Introduction to global economics. What, why and how of this section. The International Monetary Fund, GDP and why this matters to financial. Excel exercise number 1. Analyzing IMF GDP data. Answers to Excel exercise number 1, part 1 of 3. Answers to questions 1 through 12. Answers to Excel exercise number 1, part 2 of 3. Answers to questions 13 through 16. Answers to Excel exercise number 1, part 3 of 3. Answers to questions 17 through 20. Global economics and Excel part 2/4. The World Bank and inflation. The World Bank is another great data resource for financial analysts. Excel exercise number 2. Analyzing World Bank inflation data. Answers to the Excel exercise number 2. Global Econ and Excel Part 3/4, Currencies. Monetary policy and interest rates. How plus why do interest rates change and why this is important for financial understanding currency movements and monetary policy. Excel exercise number 3. Analyzing data from the Bureau of Labor and Statistics. Answers to the Excel exercise number 3. Global Econ plus Excel Part 4/4. Fiscal policy. WTO. Monopolies. Bitcoin and more. Fiscal policy and economic stimulation. The World Trade Organization. As another great resource for financial analysts, monopolies and oligopolies are the best investments. Quiz on global macroeconomics for financial analysts. Side note: is Bitcoin the largest threat to national monetary policy security? Foundations in introducing portfolio management, investment, and Excel. Finance Foundations Introduction, quick accounting review, and the Shark Virtual Reality IPO. Attached is your 7-step template for creating financials, models, and analysts dashboard. Valuations. More jobs, formatting, analysis. What are growth and value investors and why this is important to your success? What financial statements and valuation methods matter most to which analysts? Excel exercise number 4. Formatting the portfolio dashboard. Answers to Excel exercise number 4, part 1 of 2. Answers to questions 1 through 5. Answers to Excel exercise number 4, part 2 of 2. Answers to questions 5 through 10. Investment Banking Part 1, Introduction. How hedge funds create financial models and target prices. Case study number 9. Hedge fund valuation and modeling of Shark Virtual Reality. Answer to case study number 9. Hedge fund valuation and modeling of Shark VR. How mutual funds create financial models and target prices. Case study number 10. Mutual fund valuation and modeling of Shark VR. Answer to case study number 10. Mutual fund valuation and modeling of Shark VR. Ethics and compliance. Stay out of jail. Compliance is crucial for all financial analysts. Hostile takeover alert and course conclusion. Wow, what a finish. Putting it all together, financial sectors definitions. The stock market is often divided into 11 sectors, with each sector having unique dynamics affecting its profitability. Investors looking to build exposure to specific sectors can use any number of ETFs to achieve their asset allocation goals. 1. Financials. The financial sector consists of banks, investment funds, insurance companies, and real estate firms, among others. In general, the majority of the revenue generated by the sector comes from mortgages and loans that gain value as interest rates rise. The most popular financial ETFs include Financial Select Sector SPDR Fund XLFA, Vanguard Financials ETF VFHA+, SPDR S&P Bank ETF KBEA. View a complete list of financial ETFs here. 2. Utilities. The utilities sector consists of electric, gas and water companies as well as integrated providers. In general, the sector generates consistent recurring income by charging consumers and businesses that provide higher than average dividend yields. The most popular utilities ETFs include Utilities Select Sector SPDR, XLUA, Vanguard Utilities ETF VPUA+, iShares Global Infrastructure ETF IGFA. View a complete list of utilities ETFs here. 3. Consumer discretionary. The consumer discretionary sector consists of retailers, media companies, consumer service providers, apparel companies, and consumer durables. In general, these companies benefit from an improving economy when consumer spending accelerates. The most popular consumer discretionary ETFs include Consumer Discretionary Select Sector SPDR XLYA, Consumer Discretionary AlphaDex Fund FDX Vanguard Consumer Discretion ETF VCRA+. View a complete list of consumer discretionary ETFs here. 4. Consumer staples. The consumer staples sector consists of food and beverage companies as well as companies that create products consumers are unwilling to cut from their budgets. In general, these companies are defensive plays capable of withstanding an economic downturn. The most popular consumer staples ETFs include Consumer Staples Select Sector SPDR, XLPA, Consumer Staples Alpha Dex Fund, FXGB Plus Vanguard Consumer Staples ETF of EDCA Plus. View a complete list of consumer staples ETFs here. 5. Energy. The energy sector consists of oil and gas exploration and production companies, as well as integrated power firms, refineries, and other operations. In general, these companies generate revenue that's tied to the price of crude oil, natural gas, and other commodities. The most popular energy ETFs include Energy Select Sector SPDR XLEA, Illyrian MLP ETF AMLPA, Vanguard Energy ETF of EDEA. View a complete list of energy ETFs here. 6. Healthcare. The healthcare sector consists of biotechnology companies, hospital management firms, medical device manufacturers, and many others. In general, the sector is considered to be both a growth opportunity and defensive play since people will always require medical aid. The most popular healthcare ETFs include Healthcare Select Sector SPDR, 45A, NASDAQ Biotechnology ETF EB Plus Vanguard Healthcare ETF VHTA Plus. View a complete list of healthcare ETFs here. 7. Industrials. The industrial sector consists of aerospace, defense, machinery, construction, fabrication, and manufacturing companies. In general, the industry's growth is driven by demand for building construction and manufactured products like agricultural equipment. The most popular industrial ETFs include Industrial Select Sector SPDR, 41A, Vanguard Industrials ETF VISA Plus, iShares Transportation Average ETF IYTA. View a complete list of industrial ETFs here. 8. Technology. The technology sector consists of electronics manufacturers, software developers, and information technology firms. In general, these businesses are driven by upgrade cycles and the general health of the economy, although growth has been robust over the years. The most popular technology ETFs include Technology Select Sector SPDR XLKA, Vanguard Information Tech ETF of EGTA Plus, DJ Internet Index Fund, FDNB Plus. View a complete list of technology ETFs here. 9. Telecom. The telecom sector consists of wireless providers, cable companies, internet service providers, and satellite companies, among others. In general, these companies generate recurring revenue from consumers, but some subsets of the industry are facing rapid change. The most popular telecom ETFs include Vanguard Telecom ETF of OXA Plus, iShares US Telecommunications ETF IYZB Plus, iShares Global Telecom ETF IXPA. View a complete list of telecom ETFs here. 10. Materials. The materials sector consists of mining, refining, chemical, forestry, and related companies that are focused on discovering and developing raw materials. Since these companies are at the beginning of the supply chain, they are vulnerable to changes in the business cycle. The most popular materials ETFs include Market Vectors TR Gold Miners GDXB Plus Materials Select Sector SPDR XLBA, iShares US Home Construction ETF ITBA. View a complete list of materials ETFs here. 11. Real estate. The real estate sector consists of companies invested in residential, industrial, and retail real estate. The main source of revenue for these companies comes from rent income and real estate capital appreciation. As a result, this sector is sensitive to interest rate changes. The most popular real estate ETFs include Vanguard REIT ETF VNQA Plus, Vanguard Global X US Real Estate Index